passing resemblance to how the Blades in the Dark campaign ended.
Mm-hmm.
Where I just negotiate with the big bad evil and start a robot factory, take over the world.
Yeah, there you go. So, speaking of robot factories, we good?
Speaking of robot factories, yeah, I am back, and at least partly think I know how this is going to go. So, yeah. Although, okay. So yeah, we'll deal with this in a second. So, you guys, because of your gossip, you've basically figured out where in the woods this thing could be. Plus, you have your maps, which help you locate. So, as you creep through the forest, as the light fades, it is now deep, deep dark of night. You travel for several hours, and then you see in the distance the flickering of firelight. As you approach, you also hear the jangling of chains, and you can see many, many small, hunched figures who seem to be toiling. By their stature and their ears, you can tell that many of them are rabbits. And by the way, they seem to drop out of sight periodically. You can tell that they seem to be working at the edge of what must be a sort of a quarry. It seems that the earth has been excavated to create a large, deep hole, probably maybe 30 feet deep or so.
Mm-hmm.
And at least 30 to 40 paces across. As you sneak up to the edge, one side of this, you can see that it is being lit from within by numerous torches. And that the sides of this giant pit seem to be littered with bones. You can see exposed claws, femurs, the occasional skull. In fact, you realize that what you're standing at the edge of must have been a large burial pit, a mass grave. Along the ground of this excavated site, you can see that there are many, many skeletons that have been sort of reassembled and laid out in neat rows in sort of a circular pattern. In the center of the pit, you can see the nonogram, the 9-pointed star. That is the necromantic circle on your map that you have come to destroy. The unique element of this one is that in the center of seemingly planted in the center of this circle is a large tree, a weeping willow. The tree looks like it has been dead for some time. It's unclear, though, how it got here. Its roots do seem to have sunken into the soil. But unless it was buried with the rest of these, it is kind of incomprehensible how a dead tree could be planted here at the base of this, what is clearly a recently excavated site. You can see that these rabbits, these other diggers, have been toiling. There is some scaffolding that leads down into this pit. And it looks as though they are being watched over, their work being overseen by 3 of these black knights wearing their shining plate mail, and they're carrying these wicked swords at their belts.
Let's see. All right. And the workers are they obviously undead? I may have missed that specific line.
The workers are very much alive. They all appear to be low in spirits. They're wearing chains, which hobbles their movements, their walk.
Right.
But yeah, they're using wheelbarrows, they're using shovels, pickaxes, and in some cases their own paws to dig out the edges of this site, and many of them are removing bits of skeleton and bringing them to another team that is creating this large mass, skeletal reconstruction effort.
Right, and they're doing that at the bottom of the pit around the tree, right?
Exactly, bottom of the pit around the tree. I have a map.
Oh,
gonna
I
leave you
don't think
guys
I've
with-
ever thought about it before, but I love it. Necromantic archaeology.
Romantic archaeology. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
if there's any profession that needs archaeologists, it's necromancy, right?
Well, actually, if you think about it, archaeologists quite often get them wrong, right? The skeletons. Like, this is a mixture of two different things, so it's like, if you're a necromancer anyway, here's how I
Right.
think it works.
I'm gonna put myself in the
And it
corner up here
does.
to the top right for a minute.
Gotcha. So I'm drawing the outline of of basically like the walls of this sunken quarry area. As I said, it's very deep, so a fall down here would hurt.
Yep.
Um,
I knew I should have gotten levitation.
right? You never know until you need it.
Should have worn my no-fall socks.
We're also going to make a scaffold. I should have been doing this on the background layer, as is always the case.
Let's see.
Let
Yeah,
me...
so while you're drawing that out, so we have the 3 knights, but I don't see a lady necromancer.
Not
Unless
yet,
she's
you
in
don't.
armor.
Unless she's in armor.
In which case, they'd probably still be wearing the robes and the armor.
Right, they would double up. What is the encumbrance penalty? It's a penalty to movement, right?
Certain skills are limited to D8s, and you lose your dash. I believe it's your dash.
Yeah, I thought I had it on my sheet here because it was important to me for a while, but then I stopped wearing heavy plate mail armor.
Well, one of those skills is dodge, isn't it?
Right. I mean, that would make sense. Okay.
Right, and the yellow is where the scaffolding is going to be.
Yeah, these rectangles here are scaffolding to go down. And this green circle is your dead tree in the center, your weeping willow. And yeah, and assume that there's a bunch of slaves basically around this area, scattered around.
Yeah.
There's enough cover around the edge that I'm assuming you could be basically anywhere up in the forested part, looking down in and not be noticed until you try to take some kind of action. So
I'll put myself up on this edge for right now until someone says that we should probably be closer to an entrance if we want fighters.
yeah, I'm gonna give
Let's go ahead and get the whole party assembled here.
So this can be the token for Lily. I will set it up for you.
Yeah, we have Lily, 3 soldiers, and then every one of Gar's team, which hasn't fallen fully behind. I imagine at this point the ones who have fallen behind are probably just back with your group now, Gar.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. They would have eventually made it to the site, so
Yeah, they're late, not dead.
It's the last map we had them all on.
okay.
Good question.
And you also get the soldiers that you brought with you from Latharna. I've officially maxed out my available memory, my RAM for names. So I won't remember any more names now until the end of the
It's okay. Soldier 1, 2, and 3.
Cool.
So Soldier 2, I think this looks pretty necromantic, don't you think?
I think I should have been Soldier 1.
You can be Soldier A.
Okay.
Soldier, third one, we can just represent you with this unpronounceable sigil.
I like it. The soldier formerly known as. Oh,
Yeah, there's a whole team Gar right there.
yeah. Okay.
I think
So-
no, there's people missing still. What map was that? Not
You
this
got
one.
me.
Well, it's one of the ice ones. Fortunately, there's 5 of them.
Yeah, there were a couple people who were injured and sick last time.
No, there weren't. There was one. Because you brought them back to life, otherwise everybody else had 5-minute conditions. No, no, no. I'll just adjust it from that map.
Okay.
Alright, let's get this in order here. Copy you, because I need an Orpha. Connolly, are you on map? You are not. Demara and Nicholas. Yep, there you are. Jackie and Taria, there you are. I feel like an adult.
Right.
A chaperone, I should say. Raise your hands when I call your names.
Yep.
I hope you feel like an adult, though.
I'd rather not. I would rather not feel like an adult.
Fair.
I'm an adult.
At the very least, you can like separate them out into a group and just shove them to the GM layer and in a corner for later, in case they show up.
Are they not here?
Well, I assume you and Gar aren't here.
Oh.
You and Winter, yeah.
Yeah, not yet. You're still with
entourage
Calpurnia.
wouldn't be here.
No. I meant these guys.
Some of them are.
See, you're talking about one thing, Griffin, and I'm handling a different thing. Like I'm still going down my list of people and figuring out who's not on the map yet.
Gotcha.
You do have Orpha up here.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
No,
right.
I know.
I see what you're doing.
I
Gotcha.
just finished. Rut is the last person on my list.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm gonna resize them and then I'm gonna drop the grid. Grid be gone.
Whoa.
I know. Right, scale should be good.
That seems to be.
That's short range. It's not so bad.
Yeah, this is pretty good. It's a 30-foot deep pit, and it's about 30 feet wide, so it shouldn't be collapsing or anything, just unnatural
Yeah.
dirtage.
Right. Okay.
Alright. You figure everything out, Theta?
What are you talking about?
You've split your minions out properly, where the ones who aren't here aren't here. The ones
I
that
thought they
are
were all here.
All right,
They're not.
So you had a group
That's
of them.
literally the conversation I was just trying to have before.
Yeah, and we
so
told
let's
you
go ahead
that
and
those
clarify.
guys are not here.
At
No,
the start, you said
You were
there's a group
talking
of them.
about Gar and them were here, and it's like, oh yeah, no, I know they're not here. Oh,
Yeah.
and
All right, so let's
We were
go
talking about
over
these
them.
guys too.
You said that there's a handful of them that were with you in the first place, and then a couple of them also dropped off. And so now those ones are with
yeah,
you.
but it's been like 2 days since then, so I thought they were. How far back did you leave them? That in 2 days they couldn't catch back up.
Right now they are at Latharna's stronghold with you.
Now the whole point of sending them with the doctor was that they'd stay with the doctor. I'm not reconvening with anybody.
No, you're
Right,
not.
and we
They're
opted for a very fast pace.
Again, we're having 2 different conversations, I feel like.
no, we're having the same conversation.
No. I'm having a conversation about the people who failed the endurance check.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, those people are now lost in the woods then because they're not reconvening with me. They're staying with the doctor. If the doctor abandoned them, they're nowhere to be found.
Okay, so you
They're in
and
orders
the
to stay
doctor.
away from me.
Okay, well, you and the doctor both went to the stronghold, and then you and Calpurnia stayed at the stronghold overnight, and the guys that were lost in the woods are also still headed to that stronghold. So they're going to get to the stronghold. They don't have to, like, bunk with you, but that is where they're headed. So they're either there or they're lost in the woods.
Alright, give me a second then. I figured 2 days ago was enough time for them to catch up. I didn't know how fast the doctor was trying to book it.
Right.
Hold on. Orpha, Jackie. So most of these people, half of these people.
Yeah.
That's fine. It just means that they won't die in the fight.
It's true. They have death immunity for this fight.
Pamphylia and Rut.
Pamphylia is such a name.
One thing that comes to mind in regards to that would be Outlaw Star.
I never saw Outlaw Star. I saw parts of it, but I don't remember any of the characters.
I remember a lot of the random humor, and then it getting very serious at the end.
Oh no,
It's
that
been
was
over a decade.
that was Melfina from Outlaw Star.
You know.
All right. So, Theta, you're in control of your minions. We got ours here, and Lily, you're in control of the soldiers. So perfect. So looking at the scenario, we want to free the diggers. We need to get rid of these 3 guards, and we need to be very suspicious of this tree for some reason.
It's a weird tree.
I'm just kind of like looking at it.
Yeah.
Is there anything weirdly supernatural about it?
I'll tell you one detail that stands out as you're examining the tree. You can see that there appears to be where the branches separate. You think you see dirt, dark soil, maybe like packed into the center. The other thing that you see is that someone has engraved into the wood, on the surface of the tree, on the trunk of the tree, an icon that looks like a crown.
The tree was the true king all along. Alright. And I don't suppose that putting a crown on a tree symbolizes anything to me.
No, it doesn't seem like it has anything. It does not refer back to any of your learnings.
Mm-hmm. Alright then. So, given this, we have the high ground. We have a lot of places we can cover. They have to basically go all the way around to get up to us from here. So,
Indeed, this is very true. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. Can you give me a mind and supernatural roll, please?
of course. So
You could also use academics. Mind, academics, super nat.
1d10 plus 2d12 plus 1d6 plus 1d12. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Yes. The way that this tree has been packed with earth recalls to mind disturbing rituals that you have read about, partly in necromantic texts and partly in holy texts, cautioning against the dangers of necromancy. And you realize that this is a tomb tree.
Ooh.
Or you'd think that it's quite likely is a tomb tree. And if you're right, then with 3 successes, you would know a couple things about the tomb tree. 850.
Very important.
Which is, let's see. Based on its size, you would know that these things can house the souls of angry dead, and that they're very hard to kill. Die hard and toughness.
Ooh. Do they have much in the way of armor? Are they considered unholy?
They are considered unholy. They do have undead dice. They do have 40-10 of soak.
Okay.
Not counting their diehard and their toughness.
All right. Then I think there's 2 last questions here that would really matter. 1, can the tree move?
The tree can move. Can move. Think movement. It can move. Yes, it can't move very fast, but it can move.
All right.
Actually, that's not even true. It can move very fast. It has a run speed.
Oh dear. And then 2, how can the tree do anything at a distance? Does it have a massive reach? Can it throw like rotten apples at people?
It can
Is it a
terrify.
spellcaster?
It can terrify at range, yeah. But mostly they're known for attacking with their branches.
Okay. And I suppose compared to a trained swordsman like this one over here, are they more or less dangerous?
I would say they're certainly more horrifying. These I'll tell you that they're D10. It's a D10 creature.
Mhm.
And these guys are D8s.
All right. So Lily, you have your wand, right?
I thought Lily was a soldier.
She's a soldier who's learning white magic.
Well, it turns out, since these people are down below us, it behooves us to use a bunch of any ranged weaponry we have. I don't think, Gar's forces. How are you on ranged weapons?
Who do I have left again?
Daria
Daria is a ranged person.
Mm-hmm.
Confusing bit about having Lily next to us. This is we're all the same color now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move Lily over here. There we go.
Sorry, my notepad being weirdly slowed open. It's a notepad. Has a ranged ability. Dalman and Nicholas are both melee fighters.
Okay. So we should have the ranged people like adjacent to me, and then the melee fighters around us as a guard on either the left or right. Let's see, we'll move Lily in here. Alright. Let's tell you what, we'll put one here, and like right here. Why not? There we go. Okay, so this guy will take care of this side. Alright, so I think this looks good. So we can go ahead and pepper anyone down there. They are 30 feet below. And but we're otherwise 9 meters away. Oh,
Nope,
Arc
we
also
lost
just,
Arc. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So they are at a distance just because they're 30 feet below.
We'll say that they're still within short range.
Okay.
Just for ease of use. There's that whole like non-Euclidean geometry thing with
Right.
tabletop stuff. I think
And then of course this guy has to go up here and then go upwards 30.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're gonna count that 30 feet of movement, or well, we're mixing feet and paces really. Let's see. I said 30 feet, which is really like 10 paces, and then everything's paces. So the pit is 10 paces deep, right? So this will be 10 paces, and they will still be within short range, which is 12 paces. At least this guy and this guy, we'll just count it this way. This guy actually is just out of your range at 12. Not that it's out of your range entirely, because you're on, and I think it's medium range for magic, right?
Yeah, it's medium range for magic.
So yeah, so this is all moot. But yeah, generally, so 10 paces deep, and yeah.
So then we can go ahead and do what we do. We can ready our weapons, start the combat as an ambush, and then just start firing into them.
Okay.
Since they're not really apparently too observant. They're apparently watching the slaves more than for people who are coming to get them.
Indeed. Okay.
Ready for when Ark comes back.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this dude focus. Do we have a focus? Focus. There we go. And then these guys just have drawn weapons.
All right. Now, while it's very tempting to try to full grade somebody down there, that is weak technically. You know, I was looking around in Supernatural. These knights don't count as unholy. They're just still people.
They're still people.
Yeah.
But they're...
Fulgration is not the move, necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
But I can do Hazel the Lure and seduce them.
He smells so nice.
So, I guess we want to wait for Arc for a moment before we actually get started, or...
I mean, that is like half the combat. Well, you could start by taking your first turn, if you'd like to. Might as well.
Okay. Mine will be pretty simple. I will go ahead and ready Rebuke, and then I will fire at him.
Okay, at this guy.
This is a resistance. They resist with mind, will, and presence versus 3.
I think... Okay, hold on a sec. Oh, that's good to have. He's got one trick that he could do to interrupt with his focus, and I'm just...
So which guy are you firing at?
The guy who has focus.
Wow.
We can give them names. Hold on.
I was going to say, before Red was about to say that he's going to tap to respond, that maybe it would be a better idea to have a nameless archer or somebody shoot it first.
Probably actually enforce him to a guard or something.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he's already looked up the response to what you're doing, so... At that point, we're on the stack.
Yeah, we're on the stack, and honestly, it's probably just as well if I shoot him first, even.
Okay.
So he responds with mass torment. I'm going to need everybody to roll.
As you...
have to have it in his hand ready, though.
Well,
he was ready. He was going to take out all those diggers.
Right, it was to... At any moment...
My once-a-day spell on the minions.
On the minions.
It's
Okay.
not once a day. That's it's a 3-point refresh.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Welcome back.
I'm using my computer garbling my speech whenever I just reboot.
Yeah, your Alvin the Chipmunks thing.
Yeah.
No, Mass Torment is one of those aimed upgrades.
To catch you up,
Mhm.
Arcloid, we are starting the fight. We have people who are going to do range stuff around me, and then people who are going to defend at a short distance, doing just protecting us. So
Yes.
we have our
So
nice little box up on a hill, and we're looking down at them. So I will go ahead and roll, I suppose, as I've taken the initiative,
well, no, wait.
which you have
I know.
interrupted for.
I've interrupted you a bunch because I'm going to interrupt and cast. So these guys are not magic users, but their weapons have one magical trick that they can do.
Ooh.
And that is one free cast of Torment, which, as you gather Holy Light to you, it's going to catch his attention. He's going to use his focus action to expend this one attack from his weapon, which he's going to roll with 46, and you can resist with target's mind and supernatural.
Ooh, oh boy. So let's double check my supernatural real quick. This is a single target spell?
Single target spell just on you.
Okay. Cool. This is probably the time where I want to go look up Anonymous 2 in a moment, but let's do Supernatural first. 1d6, 1d12, and let's check the text of Supernatural. It has been some time since I've had to call it up for protection.
Hmm.
When unexhausted, claim D12 to defend against any magic attack, and I'm never the lowest roller. So it's not hitting
That's
group,
right.
so I don't care about lowest roller, but I still get a D12.
This is your anonymous, right?
Yep.
Nice.
And being anonymous has given me a 5, and I also have a 6 from
You also
Supernatural.
have a 6. Awesome. That's going to
From
beat
the
his 4.
D6, wow. There you go.
There you go. So yeah.
And now
So-
it's my turn to turn it
and now
back
it's
at
your
him.
turn. Yep.
An exchange of magic.
And this counts as a stunt, so he is reeling.
Ooh boy, I think I get another D8.
Yep.
Ah,
And you told me
we're
he's
full of
resisting with
ones.
mind, will, presence versus
Mind,
3.
will, presence versus 3. I have 2 successes.
I don't believe they have presence. They're soldiers, or knights. Knights don't get presence, do they? Arc?
No.
No. Okay, so yeah, so he's just rolling 2d8. Hit.
Well, that
Beat a
is
6.
also 2 success. So that is a tie on a resistance.
I believe that goes to the defender. I believe it cancels.
Yeah, unless I have something else here. Do. I'm looking. It is will leadership. I could go ahead and re-roll it because it was pretty terrible, honestly. I think I will. There's no reason for me not to on the very first thing that we're doing here.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do it. Hey, look, that's better. 1,
That
2,
is
3,
better.
4.
Okay, and I
That
had
is
2,
a-
so that's 2 point, 2 success.
That is 2 points of penetrating damage.
Ugh. Penetrating damage. Okay.
So he doesn't get the
So
benefit of his cool armor.
nope, he's just gonna roll 2d8s. He soaks one of it, but that still sends him hurt, gets him hurt, and he's still reeling. You included your reeling die, right? A d8
Yes,
for
I
reeling.
did.
Yes. Okay, cool. We got we got Henry, and we've got Peg.
Alright, the doctor just calls up for Salubert.
There's an exchange of crackling holy and infernal energies, and now you have everyone's attention. The slaves scream and duck for cover, and the other knights draw their weapons. Who's going next?
I'm collecting
Also
relief
refresh my magic.
stats.
Alright, go for it.
So give me a moment to get these written down so I have something to reference.
It's all good.
Want me to just go ahead and go then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
So let's just start in the order that my list is. Orpha, you're not here. Sorry, it's one of my archers. Carmelith and Tamara. I guess longbow at the one that the doctor just shot. From Carmelith.
All right. You'll have no recourse but to dodge. And you get a bonus d8 as well for reeling. I got a 5. I just punched my mic. I'm sorry.
Alright, so that's one hit. You're hurt already, right?
Right, so that's +1.
So that's 1, 2, 3. 3 damage.
Nice. All right, he's going to roll to soak. He soaks 2 of the 3. So I believe it is no change. Still reeling.
Yep. Still hurt. Alright,
Still hurt.
and next is Taria. Aiming. Down to... Sorry, I gotta reduce one of these down to a d6. Alright, beat a 4.
Okay. Beat the 4.
Alright, and the other 2 guard.
Okay.
Sorry, not guard, focus.
Oh, gotcha. Focus.
Yep, checks out. That leaves
Okay.
the soldiers. The arc, to make it simpler, since those are soldiers there and they're guarding us, they probably also focus, and then Lily gets to do something fun.
I'm almost done. I just have 3 more things to type out.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and put those soldiers into focus.
Okay.
Actually,
I
I've
was-
given Tiara as one of the ones fighting. He's probably just over here.
Okay, so what are these brown things with the red things?
I'm sorry, with the what?
The brown things.
Right.
The rectangles.
Those are scaffolding into and out of the pit.
Yep.
Okay.
If you want to hop down to melee, that's the way you go. Otherwise, it's a 30-foot drop.
Yeah. Or a 10-pace drop, depending on your math.
Lily, I could also suggest maybe you attempt rebuke, but I don't think you have leadership.
She's a soldier, yes, so she doesn't have any magic.
She has the white magic gifts.
Oh, she does? I thought she was a
that's-
soldier.
That was part of her story here. She's been learning.
Okay, so
She's still an apprentice, right? So she would have the apprentice white magic gifts.
Right, but probably not any skills or career yet, which means that it probably wouldn't be very easy for her to make any of her magic work. But she could probably rally someone really well. Rally Herd off, actually, which is very nice.
is anybody hurt? I don't see.
Yeah.
I just see a lot
Not
of
yet,
focus.
except the guy down in the pit. So you could probably just shoot an arrow at him.
I'll do that.
He will dodge with a d8. Hit! He will roll a 2. Not his best showing. And take your d8, your bonus d8 for him reeling. But he will also take his extra d8 for range. And roll yet another 2. So it looks like you've got 2 successes on him, plus 1 damage for being hurt. So that's 3. They're wearing their nice armor, and they have resolve, so 3d8 to soak. And he soaks 2 of it, so once again, no change.
Our second
go.
action will be the guard.
Cool. Okay. I believe that's everyone on your side. So,
Blows.
opening blows, Ever is going to recover from reeling. And then is going to run for the scaffolding. See how far he can get. So he can get to here, to the base of the scaffolding with 13. And then that gives him another 6. So I'm gonna put a. I'm gonna use a token here. So he's. What's a good one? Okay, we'll use these wings. So he's like 6 paces up here. He's got a little bit more to go. Henry is going to guard and run. Guard. And that's 4, so that will be 16.
Yep. Guarding and reeling.
And
everybody reeling.
Right. Thank you. And this guy is gonna make it to the base. Okay.
They're sticking together.
And reeling. Yeah, they all want to get you. Guard. Boom. There we go. Cool. All right.
Right. I will go ahead and use these guys' focus to move this way 4 meters.
I didn't say you could go.
Hey, they have focus.
Oh, they're breaking a focus to move. Gotcha. Then yes.
Yep, they see them moving up that way, so they're repositioning.
Fair enough. All right. The last thing that I have to do is my death tree. The death tree is going to creak its way to life. It seems to twist, and its many drooping willows extend out like tentacles, basically, whipping into the air. And you see with horror as its roots pull themselves free of the grave dirt, and it, with lumbering speed and momentum, crashes towards you. Let's see. This thing has... We're going to start with a sprint. It has a D10, which we're going to roll. Hit 6. And does it have... What's its stride? Stride of 1. So it's going to move 7. Yep. I should probably map in background. Actually, I'm just going to give it a token.
Yep. Seems like
Trying
time.
to be fancy here, but...
Of course, it's still going to be 30 feet down in a pit, but I'm going to watch it as it like, climbs the wall or something at us.
So the top of it... if it's here, it can reach you with the top of its branches. Okay. 10 paces high is not weird for a tree. It's still not within the dead tree.
That's where I've got dead tree. It's taking roll 20 forever to load.
I put it on the right layer, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yep. We can see it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it's coming at you, and as it approaches, it's going to focus at you, Doctor, and use horror at medium range. We're rolling a D10 and 2D6, and it's going to be versus your mind, will, inquiry, and supernatural. So you've got a chance to resist this. Probably a pretty good one.
I got a lot of dice on that.
Yeah.
To do inquiry supernatural again, which is going to be a D6 and a D12. I have anonymous, so another D12. And I don't think sanctity influence applies to this because I'm not trying to nicely convince them of something.
No.
So no extra D8 for smelling very nice.
You got that 10.
I got a 10 in there.
And I did not get my 10. So okay, congratulations. So as this thing charges you, essentially, you hear a scream arise, seemingly from all of the woods around you, but you hold your... It's not the most horrifying thing you have faced yet, but it's probably a contender.
I saw a Tyrannosaurus last week.
Exactly, you're just a tree. Okay, that's it for me. It's back to you.
All right. If you like, I could go ahead and go first and try to fulgurate the tree. Now that they are much more dangerous. I've also used my knack leadership, so I'm going to mark that off already. And here we go. So, ready, fire, and refresh.
I like
have
it.
my wand, so it has no distance bonus. However, I rolled 5s there. So let's see how
Okay.
that goes.
And this is just going to be a dodge, right?
It's just a dodge.
Okay. Hit.
It's a big tree. And it tied. I don't think it has anything it can possibly claim for the tie.
It can't. It is a giant, and there's really nothing around here. So,
Well,
yeah.
dispel damage for weak. It is holy. However, I have no successes to benefit off that. So the slaying part of it just does not matter right now. It is 4 damage.
4 damage weak. Okay. And it's soaking with 4d10.
It could soak all of it, or none of it.
It
or
soaks
3 of it.
3 of it. Okay.
That's
so
reeling. That's good enough, kind of.
hurt and reeling.
Yeah, of my 100+ tree tokens, they all have leaves.
Ah.
Best I can
Okay.
do is a stump in a shadow.
I will go ahead and declare these guys will go ahead and move up here to form a front line and guard.
Okay.
And Puny will go ahead and keep focus. So up to all of Guardsmen and Lily.
Does Lily have the academics and leadership at D8 to be able to use her spells? Or is it one or the other? Or neither? I don't know how you've increased her stats.
I'd say she certainly has leadership. She was captain of the guard. I'd say academics is where she's lacking, but maybe she's been trained.
Okay.
Oh,
What
how
does
about this?
academics? Yeah.
So she could go ahead and use Rebuke, which is will and leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And then people would resist with mind, will, and presence. So she has a very good chance of having it happen. And they have a reeling target in front of them, too.
One moment, I'm going to type down what the resist for this will be. Will and academic. Oh no, I'm rebuking, so it's mind, will, and presence.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, mind, will, presence, resist. If they're scary, they get to resist.
How about that guy right there?
Yo, there you go.
Yikes. Versus mind, will, and presence. Okay. They have 3d10 presence. So I'll be rolling 5d10.
Oh, he's a very scary tree.
It's a very scary tree, but we'll see. I mean, 7. That's not bad. Okay, I got my 10.
And then, well, the first action would have had to have been ready. So let me take off guard.
Yep. Alright, spell, cast spell, and then you're not fast enough to refresh it this turn.
Right.
And that
Really?
is
And
2 versus 1.
it's not afraid. Sorry, it is hurt.
There you go. So I believe it has successfully resisted.
Yes, it has resisted your attempt to rebuke.
I'm gonna pull up the resistance rules just so I have it up here. It's gonna happen quite a lot this fight.
Mm-hmm.
If only I ever used it beforehand. But that was me, that was Lily, that was a couple of the guards. Theta.
My 2 focused people remain focused. My archers reload and guard.
Okay. In that case, my guards are going to recover. Actually, they're going to. I'm just, for the sake of clarity, I'm going to move them all to the top of the scaffolding with whatever their run would be. And they're just going to stay together in formation, and we're going to remove because they're not guarding. but they're all still reeling because they did another run action. This guy can get rid of that. All right. And my tree is going to recover. And is going to... Oh, I can just try to scare people.
That is true. You could just yell at them.
Yeah, it's not technically an attack. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we're gonna try to scare and get some of your melee people away. So let's see who's up there. Tyra. We're gonna try to scare Tyra. Taria. I'm rolling 5d10 versus Tyria's body, will, presence. Sure.
And you've already got 2 guaranteed successes, so.
Yeah, but this is important because I want to use my extras to try to scare other people.
Mm-hmm.
So number of successes matters. For each success that you score, you may claim one of the following effects. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So let's scare
Gotcha.
scare and sweep.
Yeah, we're gonna scare her, and we're gonna switch to Punage and do it again. Now this one could be resisted.
Body, will, presence, you say?
That's what it says here.
I don't believe they have presence, so that is a 6.
It's a 6, which will screen out all but one. So Deirdre is scared, but that ends my reign of terror.
Everyone else is
And
like,
it also
"That's
ends
okay,
my turn."
Deirdre's in the way.
Exactly. Okay, and that is it for my turn as well.
All right, back to us. We got some focuses. Deirdre is going to go ahead and focus, I suppose. They should recover and get out of the way. So they're going to be up here, guard, and that should be enough to get rid of fear, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
you can take it off. That's fine.
All right. These guys are going to go ahead and focus instead of guard now. So they'll be ready if things happen. And the doctor should go ahead and full grade again.
Come at me.
Go up a couple of dice rolls here. Here we go. Zap with a 7.
7.
Right.
Was this is the dodge one, right? So it's a D10.
This is just a dodge.
5.
Hey, there you go.
One success.
So we have 4. 1 success brings it up to 6, and it's hurt 7.
Jesus.
Slaying is scary.
Slaying.
That was a high damage weak attack.
7. Okay. So we get to roll twice. So we were rolling 8d10 plus it's hurt, so that's additional 2d6. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna do this with the roller. Roll 8d10
It has whatever that one is
plus
called, where you get extra
2d6.
stuff when you're hurt.
Yeah, it's got Die Hard.
Die Hard.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of, what was it? 7?
7.
All right. Well, you have reeled it.
Woo. Oh, I'm making progress.
Sweet.
All I need is a slightly good roll and fewer ones. That's all I need. But yeah, so that is that's me. And that is also the local soldiers. So you have guardsmen and Lily.
Lily will roll her rebuke, and I will not forget the. But she'd have to load it into her hand and then fire it off. So that's good. But I won't include the roll with that.
Okay.
Okay. Mind will presence. Right. It was going to be 5d10. You got that 8. Oh, well done. Okay. So the 8 will go through.
Its versus 3. So
Oh, it's right. It's
successes.
resisted. So it's 2 successes for you, and it's 2 successes for me. Yeah. But I can't dodge, right? So we'll count it as 1 success from you. I forget now. Hold on.
That only counts if it's a tie, I think.
Right. Technically, it is right. 2 successes
True,
versus 2
true.
successes.
I think in this case it just does it break the let me look.
Let's take the book. Resisted effects.
Oh, I was just looking at it. The tie is the defender wins and nothing happens.
Okay. I think
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I was just looking to check. Alright, so I
Okay.
suppose that is Lily then. We do have a couple people who could do a couple things.
I almost
Someone
want to wait for you to start coughing and then saying people's names.
Do you think maybe Dalmarina would try to rally Tahira?
I doubt it. It doesn't seem like it's in his skill set at all.
I mean, it's a will check.
Yeah, I mean, that's all he would have.
Mhm.
And. Sorry, rally who?
Tahira. She was frightened.
Oh, I didn't. That's not the name that I heard you say. That's why I was confused.
Okay.
Well, first let me have Carmelite aim and shoot. The one who's not problematic at the moment. Oh, that's right. I've reloaded page so many times I can't just put the up arrow anymore. And that didn't work, did it? Nor did that.
Okay. We're dodging. Where's my a 3? 2 successes. I assume
Yeah,
we're
that's
shooting
good.
the tree. Not bad.
You said 2 successes? Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. It's a crit weapon as well.
Nice.
So,
So that's additional.
1, 2, 3, 4 damage.
Did you include the hurt on the tree?
Sorry, it's crit. It's +1, 2
Mhm.
successes.
So that's 3. Plus the hurt is 4. What's the damage on the bow?
Sorry, just one more time in my head because it's
Okay.
not. For some reason, I'm just blanking out here. +1, 2 successes. That's 3. It's crit, so that's 4. Plus hurt,
Mhm.
so that's 5, right?
Yeah, that's
Yep,
right.
sounds right.
Okay. We're soaking a butt ton. 4d10. That's 2 plus a d6 for the hurt. That's 3. So that's 2, which means that you have given it afraid. And I feel like it should be immune to fear, but I don't think it says that on here, so.
If it's in the Book of Adventures, I don't have the book open, so I don't. No,
Yeah,
sorry,
it's
not
the
Book of Adventures, Book of Monsters. I don't have that.
monsters.
I don't have any of the books open right now.
Yeah, no. It can just not want to fight anymore. But that's okay. We're not done yet. But yeah. That shot seems to halt the tree in its progress.
I think Tari's just gonna guard. She has a short bow anyway, so it's the least of the two. That way,
Gotcha.
Dalmaria and Noclis can stay. My brain can stay focused.
Gotcha. Yeah, I need to wake up today. Normally it happens by now, but today it has not happened. Okay.
Got 40 more minutes to wake up. Hurry.
I know, right? All right. We are going to dash with these gentlemen 5 paces. And then let's roll sprint for these guys. 4, 7, 4. Okay, so we can move all of them 5 paces. We're going to keep them information. Another 5 paces. Okay, cool. They're moving up. We'll give this guy the 7. They'll move up like this. All right, so that's
they're doing
them.
their dash and sprint, yeah.
Dash and sprint, indeed. So we're
Okay,
going to recover from reeling. Alrighty then. I think we're going to use the rest of my tree's move to just get within, like,
He is afraid.
lashing. He's afraid, but he can still counter until someone rallies.
Right, the question is anyone going to rally the tree on his side? That's going to be funny. We'll find out.
Right?
I mean, to rally, don't you need to hear and understand?
I suppose.
I mean,
Well, if the necromancer suddenly appears in the center and goes, aha,
Sure.
I'm here and I'm going to rally you.
Yeah,
With
the
dark
necromancer
magic.
could rally.
no,
them.
my point is at the end of the day, is if it's just a tree, granted it's an animate tree, but if it's just a tree, can it
Well-
hear?
It's more than it lets on.
It's a tree having. It's a tree that contains the soul of a dead guy. They're created by basically using a tree to inter haunted remains. So they're still conscious. They have
Okay.
creatures in them.
Okay.
I fear that if this campaign did go on for a lot further, we'd be seeing a lot more of that.
Yeah.
And that's when the boat attacks you. The boat contains the body of a dead man.
It's an
It's haunted
unholy,
wood.
undead boat. It does sound ridiculous, but I didn't make
Wood
this
is
shit
a
up.
porous substance.
This
And-
is in the book. It
I-
says it
Souls
right
can
there.
go into wood, so souls are like a liquid. So you could pour a soul onto any kind of porous object, and it would inhabit it.
I go to
Just
cross the
absorbs.
street. A wagon tries to run you down.
The
The
sponge is evil.
It contains the dead body of a woman named Carrie.
So the afraid tree moves closer, trying to be scary.
Yes.
And your units have moved, so I think it is.
Yeah,
Our
it's
turn.
back to you.
That's not Carrie. It's a name like Carrie.
All right. So I probably want to change up my tactics here and go, well, the tree is kind of wiggling in a frightened way, and hit up these guys, because if I hit them up, I can sweep.
Ah.
So this is going to be Rebuke again. It is going to be resisted by their Mind, Will, and Presence versus 3. And I am rolling my stuff.
Oh boy.
So,
Okay.
Henry first, who now has to resist 4.
Oh, shut up. Well, he can't. I guess that's what he sees.
Yeah.
He's rolling
the amount he
2d10.
resists by does matter for his life.
It does, and that's 1 success. All right, so that's
All right.
3.
3 damage penetrating.
2d8 hit.
Christine, that was the name of the movie.
Okay, that's 1 damage that goes through.
3.
Wait, 3. That's 2 that goes through.
2 that goes through. There we go.
Sorry, I can math.
Yep. His resolve definitely helps here.
Yeah.
So that'll be him, and then I'll go to Ever next.
Okay, so
Once he
sorry.
finishes
So
resolving
2
him.
damage goes through. Hip. Afraid. Hip. And reeling. Okay. So
Alright. Ever, congratulations. You need to beat 6s to not you need to beat 3 versus 0. So that is damage 3 plus 1 for hurt, so that's 4.
Okay, 2d8. Hew! Okay, 4 goes to 3, still standing.
Still standing, not very happy.
Yeah. Fear and injure and reeling. All right. We're sweeping.
And yep, now we sweep into peg.
Sweep to peg.
All right. Press up. Here we go. 3.
Come on, peg. Do me proud. 7. Oh, I guess that's 1 success. Shit. Margin of
There you
2.
So that is still 2 penetrating,
Okay.
which they could soak.
And they don't.
And they don't.
Man,
This
a
is tragic
terrible
for these
showing.
warriors. They
Oh,
were in the worst tactical position they could have possibly been in. This is just kind of the result.
this is the results. Okay. All right.
All right. So the doctor has gone ahead and done that. He recharges after he turns and flexes his magic at them and just goes, you should feel a
It's so weird.
Yeah. Okay.
What's
So,
weird?
well, I mean, I froze. I don't know if you noticed or not, but what happens after a freeze is that like the last half second to a second of what you were saying pops through, and then you jump into wherever you're doing at the moment. So you said your word, and then stretch it out. It's like, oh, okay.
So, which of you want to go next?
Lily could drop a bow, draw her sword, and head towards either this group or wait here for the tree. I think we should wait here for the tree. So now
Okay.
she's wielding her sword and guarding.
These two are going to use their focus to stride up. They're going to go ahead and guard. And I think they can actually go ahead and try to stab Henry.
Yeah. That's the move.
Let's see. So that would be strength and melee with, I assume, probably a sword. So they
Yeah.
have 2 dice. 5 and 7 for Gaynor versus Henry.
And these
Oh,
dudes
they
are
also
reeling.
have the reeling one.
So they could parry.
They could parry.
I think parrying is the way to go. What are these guys rolling? Okay. They're rolling 3d8 to parry. Hit. They do not beat your 7.
All right, that's a strike. This is a sword. I'm going to assume that is at least +1. I have 1 success, and they are hurt.
Yeah.
3.
3.
And they're rolling 3 soaks, so they could do perfectly fine.
And they do. No change.
All right. And Gorman is also going to go ahead and do the same. 2 5s.
Bring it,
Let's see how
Gorman.
they go.
Bring it
Still
on.
parry.
Ching!
Parry indeed. Good job. All right. They are now the front line. All right, that's the soldiers.
Okay.
Lily has changed weapons and Gar's forces. You did stuff?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Then I think that sounds like we're done. I suppose Tahira is probably no longer afraid.
No, they are.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
The tree is still visible from their location.
Hmm.
I kind of assume moving back there it wouldn't be, but I guess it did move up recently.
I assume it's tree sized.
It's
So,
tree sized.
I
It
assume
is
it's
tree sized.
eminently visible.
Yeah. You
Right.
can see its branches that are Well, would be whipping at you if it wasn't a scaredy
I
tree.
feel like eminently is a word that I love to throw out there in front of no reason things. The
Lunch
sentence,
is eminent.
although the sentence makes as much sense as, it's a tree, I assume it's visible. I assume it's a tree, I assume it's eminently visible.
So, Red, it is your turn. All of your forces are afraid.
You're afraid.
No,
You will be.
You will be. My guys have bravery, motherfucker, and they're tapping their bravery, so
Oh,
these guys are no
boy.
longer afraid. They're still fighting. They're also no longer reeling,
Did not
but
see
they
that
only
coming.
have one action each. So, yeah, they are going to take a swing at Gaynor the bully. Henry will swing with his evil cursed blade. The
Alright.
evil cursed blade does something, doesn't it? +2 damage. Right. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. 3d8
guarding.
versus Gaynor. Who is guarding?
You do get guard on a counterattack, right?
Yeah, you do.
He's probably going to counterattack. He feels good.
I got my 8. Come on,
let's
baby.
see.
Roll low.
Rolling them dice. Any day now. 8.
A
Tied.
simultaneous hit. Okay. So, evil enchanted sword has +2 damage.
Yikes.
So it's going to be a 3-point hit towards Gaynor. And Gaynor, we decided they're using short swords +1 damage.
Right, that's my assumption, unless you want to pump it up.
Oh, we already did that, so I'll say
Okay.
we'll keep it. But we'll say it's
That's
slaying
also a 3-point hit
because,
to Henry again, then, because they're hurt, and we have our
Yeah.
tie success.
and if it's a short sword, it's got impaling, and he's surrounded
So-
by his own guys. I don't think he can. What's this? That's like
This
less
guy
than a
has
meter.
D8 body. Does a soldier have resolve?
Ooh.
I definitely maybe jumped the gun, assuming they have veteran, but that seemed like
No,
a
they do have
soldier.
veteran. That's
They
fine.
have veteran and resolve.
And
Oh,
resolve. Good.
perfect. So they will have another D8 to soak, and then what's their armor? I guess just D8 chainmail makes sense.
Yeah, we'll stick with the D8 theme.
All right, we got 3 D8s, and they are not soaking very well.
Okay, I'm giving Gaynor slaying damage because of his impaling weapon.
Oh no.
That's an extra success, so it's 4. And we're trying to soak 3. And we soak 2. So that's 2 that goes through, still hurt. Sorry, did I do any damage to Gaynor?
I believe I've taken 2.
Okay, so Gaynor
that'd be
takes
hurt.
2.
Reeling and probably afraid, I think.
And afraid, yep,
Correct?
that's 2.
Okay, cool.
And because these swords are cursed, when they deal damage, they remove the hurt from their wielder. So
Ooh.
Henry is no longer hurt, but he is still afraid. Okay. And I lost track of whose turn it is. It is my turn. These guys
It is
recovered
your turn.
Peg.
Henry just attacked.
Unfortunately, these two guys are not close enough to make their attacks, so they're going to move
recover
into
from
attack
reeling,
range.
so,
Yeah, they recovered, so this guy's going to take his stride up here, and this one will take their dash up here, and that's where we're going to leave them. Now we have Treebeard over here. Treebeard can't really do much without a buddy. So we're going to give them a buddy from the far side of
that gimmick?
the cavern layer
Far side of the
token.
pit.
Bam.
Oh, they were
From the
there
southern
all along.
part of the pit, yes. You see that from a small tunnel that it was bored into the side of the ravine, covered with a tarp, emerges a slight figure wearing dark necromantic robes. You recognize this figure from your necromancy hunting history. It is a deer with red-rimmed, bulging eyes, one onion-eyed datura, who you recall was left to be executed by the Inquisitors in the Avoirdupois territory, but somehow seems to be here, at least in body.
Right.
She says, "Oh, I'm glad you came, but you did not bring Connor. I was hoping to see him here as well. Oh, never mind." And then she's going to shout in some sort of horrid underspeech towards the tree in an attempt to rally the tree.
There's, of
She's going
course,
to take
a
a penalty.
small bit of distance.
Now, it
There
does occur
is.
to me that a mole vole necromancer would be the perfect combo. Because
Right?
Actually.
just don't have to come to the surface. It just appears that the dead are crawling out of the ground for no
And then
reason.
being... yeah. Yep.
Well, no, then you would want a mole vole necromancer, green purple wizard. That way they never have to say anything out loud either. They could just rally
Right.
straight to the.
Mentally. Yeah.
And since they're underground, there's nothing supernatural to see.
Any
Okay.
distance on that rally?
I rolled 2d12 penalty and got a 7. I'm just making
Oof.
sure that, yes, Almosand has leadership. So, I'm going to roll 2d12.
Did I miss something? Is Amazon on the field?
Take
Yeah.
control of a body.
Yep. She has possessed the body of Datura,
No.
who was executed for being a heretic.
I
well.
just assumed that that's who it really was. Clearly I fall. This is the Naruto turning into the log event. Fall forward every time.
Yep.
Oh,
Every damn
they
time.
finally got the bad guy in the first fight. Oh, never mind.
Get the log.
Oh man,
Okay.
Naruto's taking him out in the
wood.
Naruto's taking him out in the first hit these days. Oh no, never mind.
All right. Attack. Branch. D12, 2d10, impaling damage. Yeah.
Who's it going for?
I think we're gonna go for the doctor again. You are the biggest threat here.
Oh,
I know
no.
you have all kinds of defenses, but I don't care.
I don't have a lot of ones.
You got the rod, right?
No, I've been using the wand.
You
because
had
we
your
were at a
wand
distance.
out.
Then you're not wearing your plate anymore, right?
I'm not wearing plate either. I can attempt to dodge this.
Quick,
And I could, in fact, become a
bilocate.
coward real quick.
Bilocate out of here.
Yeah, time to bilocate out, everybody.
I've got a minute left to say my goodbyes.
So yeah, I could go ahead and dodge. That's probably the best thing I can do, and I will become afraid for this.
Got it. Using your cowardice. Okay.
Please don't hurt me.
You go ball form.
4.
Oh, right,
Ah!
because you also used up your
Wow.
pacifism.
Never
Yeah,
underestimate my ability to roll low.
That is still a success.
It is still a success. Let's see. Does it do any damage? Branch. Damage +1 impaling. So you'll want to step back.
Yeah, so I'll take a step back. I can do that. Boop. There we go. Okay, so
And so it's 2 damage coming at you.
Alright, time to soak. I do have natural armor and resolve. Aha! I am reeling.
Okay. Nice. All
Doctor is
right.
reeling and afraid and probably needs a rally.
That is okay. Well, actually, now that we've introduced these to the field, Onion-Eyed Datura, aka Lady Almosand, is Queen Almosand, by the way, is flanked by one wearing the cloak of a thaumaturge because it worked so well last time.
Oh yeah.
Navin the
Okay.
Whisperer. Well, hold on. Wait, because I need you. Because you're being
Okay.
silenced.
Oh no.
Yeah,
They're being so mean to me.
I know. You are
It's
within
like I'm a highly powerful wizard and the biggest threat on the entire
the biggest
field.
threat to everyone here. Yes, yes. Let me see. Hold on. So you're resisting. So he's rolling 2d10. You're resisting with your body and observation versus 3.
My body and observation.
Damn, and I got one success.
Do I have any observation? I think
Oh,
I'm
wait.
blind, actually.
No, that's misfortune. I'm sorry. Sorry. So you're silence. I'm rolling 3d10. You're resisting with body, speed, will, and supernatural. So I roll
Body,
one more d10.
speed, will, and supernatural. There we go. That's a better
Yep.
roll.
Versus 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Damn. Okay, cool. So you resisted. Well done.
Also,
well done.
there's an anonymous in there too that I should roll, but I'm already succeeding.
Very much so. Okay. So you are. That's it for me.
Okay.
It's now back to you guys.
That was a weird little transition.
Probably
And
need
you
some
are.
help,
That's
but
it. No.
Yeah.
Get her back.
Okay.
Well, that is end of dead. That's a sip stroke. I'm just gonna eat these berries. End of dead. Don't worry, guys. I'll be fine. End of dead.
Ugh.
Well, it looks like we're gonna have plenty of time to introduce Raph Connor's journey.
Yeah.
Have them get into a fight, and then maybe not have them happen simultaneously, but it doesn't seem like we're going to finish this in the next 17 minutes. So,
No.
to the
no, it
point,
does
though,
not.
that we could, in fact, play them concurrently. I don't
Right.
know if that's how you want to do it, but
I mean, I originally thought it would be cool to like jump back and forth, and so that no one, was sitting out for too long.
yeah, but I just mean we could still do that
So, yeah.
if we don't finish this in the next 17 minutes. Next session, start with their journey, everything, and then when
they
their
go down.
fight starts, and then let's phase back over to here, and back over to
Yeah.
here.
That makes sense. So
So-
we can
I
just
like
do it
it.
at the same time.
Yeah, it might not be happening. Here's a word you can live, Griff. Temporally in the same time frame, but it will happen on
But
screen.
emotionally in the same time frame.
On screen at the same time frame, yeah. One of those
It's in the
weird,
finale.
those weird anime moments where you're watching a fight that happened 100 years ago and cross-sectioning it with a fight that's happening present day.
So let's go ahead and do our turns.
Yeah.
So the doctor is afraid and reeling, which isn't great, but at least he's not hurt or anything yet.
I shall rally the doctor.
That'd be great. If you get 2 successes, I'll be very happy. And here comes the roll. That is 0 successes. I'm not very happy, actually.
And
But
second
Lily
action.
tried her best.
Second action to guard.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Checks out. Let's see. Puny Daedry is here. They could go ahead and guard and attempt to rally. They do have a D8. They do not succeed. Unfortunate.
Sorry, Doc.
The Doc is getting no favors here. At the very least, the Doc could probably run behind a tree for this turn.
Make sure you choose the right one.
Oh gosh, it's another one. So let's see.
God damn it,
have
I got
these
lost.
2 soldiers over here. Does any of your crew want to try a rally, or Chihira and the Doctor are going to go ahead and hide behind this tree here?
Hold on. There you go. You get rallied for 1.
Okay. I
Karma
will
Leaf,
not-
who will also guard after that again.
Alright. So the Doctor will recover from reeling. And I will attempt to rally downfield at the moment and help Gaynor out there. So, let me go ahead and pull out my leadership. No, I have my rally saved here. Where are you? Come back. There we go. Rally. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is not reeling, hurt, or afraid, and also focused. He's not guarding this turn, but he does now have focus. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could flesh ward him, but I feel maybe I want to save that for a minute here. Uh, no, actually, I will go ahead and flesh ward him right now. I think that's probably appropriate. So actually, I'm gonna copy this. Do. Target will roll will d8, and he will have 4. I assume he's not particularly faithful. That's just fine.
It's not the Born Again, is it? I don't know who you're targeting here.
I'm targeting Gaynor down there.
Oh, right.
I'm
Yeah.
looking for a good heart symbol here. I know I've seen it before, the heart with the circle around it. Ah, there we go. 4. Bam. He is as warded as he possibly can be, and he has focus. So let's see. Before I do
Damn.
these soldiers over here, does anyone else in this field want to try going, or are we out of actions?
I'll have my guys go.
Okay.
Marina will move up here. Aim and attack.
Okay. My tree will counterattack her.
Yep.
Him. Them. They. 2d10. Who? Look at those 10s.
Yep, that's unfortunate, but I'm not defeated yet. Just double checking. Okay. Sorry, just double checking. Right. Simultaneous hit.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay.
You take 5 damage because it's a great sword that I'm swinging with.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. You take 2 damage. I guess it's impaling, so if you retreat back the way you came, you'll only be taking 2 damage. I'm soaking against 5 damage with
Back.
my 40-10.
Go ahead, soak first, and I'll soak after you.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I get my d6 by hard. I soaked it.
All right,
I soaked all 5.
You're still reeling.
Still reeling.
I'm soaking 2, you said?
Yeah.
That's the body. Resolve. Leather armor. Alright, same for me. Just reeling. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I moved the wrong guy. Hold on.
Alright, it's that one.
Yeah, and I put the wrong symbol on the wrong guy. Reeling. There we go. Again, Nicholas is going to do the same thing that Dalmarina just did.
Okay. Then I will... Oh, I'm reeling now, so I cannot counterattack. So I will just dodge. I have a parry. Yeah, don't have a parry.
Then I'll take my bonus d8.
Hip! 7. Oh!
So that's another 5 damage because it's the same weapon from a different person.
Impressive.
Yo.
Alright. 2d.
Amazing
40.
job.
Huh! Come on. 1, 2. Ooh, this one's gonna hurt. 2 out of 5 is 3 damage going through. Chop. Which means 3 damage means we're back to afraid
Reeling, hurt, afraid, injured.
and injured.
That's-
The tree sounds like.
That's my guys. Apparently this tree is filled with helium.
Yeah.
That's why I was moving. It's wacky, wavy, inflatable tree man. Alright, so Lily is gone. Now it's the 2 who are on the field. Gaynor the bully is going to attack Ever, who's the most damaged here. He is going to guard, aim, and attack.
Okay. I can't tell if Ever is afraid. No, he's not. Okay.
He's not afraid.
Ever is going to
Ever.
counter.
Focus.
3d8.
Guard.
That is a tie.
As another simultaneous hit with an impaling weapon.
Damn. Ever can't really afford to keep this up, so he is going to step He is going to step back. Right.
So we are looking at 2, 3, 4 damage because he's hurt and injured.
Yeah, damn. Okay, here's his 3d8 to soak. He soaks it down to 1 damage, so he takes the reeling. And you will have to soak 3 damage.
Alright, and I also have 3d8. Aha! So I take 1 point to my ward. I believe,
Guys,
right? Yeah, because I would have been hurt.
that's
However, I'm
perfectly
still-
symmetrical damage. Never
Yeah.
solved anything.
And reeling. There
Okay.
you go. And now Bullface Gorman, who is going to be guarding, but may in fact opt to go ahead and do a strike against Peg.
Peg!
So
Counter
guard
Peg.
and strike. 2d8. 6.
7.
Ah,
Yep, so take your 3 damage, Gorman.
1, 2, 3. Oh, 2.
Took 2. Okay.
As reeling, hurt, and afraid.
Peg is going to recover hurt for their cursed sword, draining your life force.
Okie doke. Well, they've given it their attempt.
Okay.
And at least we've traded combatants.
All right. Is there anyone else on your side to go?
I think that's everybody.
Okay, then. I'm going to do my last turn, and then we'll probably stop it there and pick it up with your turn starting next session.
Sounds good.
Or the other game.
Or the next time, we come back to this scene. So, alrighty then. Start with this tree. Tree is going to recover from reeling. Tree is going to be actually no, I've got better things for Deterra to do.
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Get out of here. Guard. What happens if I use guard on this token? Nice. It's cool. Okay. So the tree is going to be hesitant as you've taken 2 large chunks out of it with these huge tree felling blades. We'll do these guys. Ever. Okay, cool. Who's taking damage? We're gonna gang up on this.
Guessing that was a Griffin note.
Yep, that's Griffin note. Figure it would help.
Okay, recover from reeling, stepping back in. Peg is going to make an attack against Gorman, and going to claim tactics dice for an additional d8. So they're rolling 4d8 at you, Gorman.
Okay.
Oh, an additional d8 for reeling. Sorry, it's one more.
I am guarded, so I have a d12. I do have a shield, so that does help. And I suppose my option is to dodge here because I am reeling.
Indeed. Oh, you
Right,
could
so-
also parry. I think you can parry while reeling. You just can't counter.
Alright, I will go ahead and parry and add an extra d8 to that. 7s.
Damn, tied again.
Lots of ties around here, and I can claim the shield. Because I'm defending, not trying to murder him this time.
It's true. It's true. Ding! The blade ricochets off the shield. So that was these 2. And Henry is scared, so he's just going to guard. And that is that. Okay.
Brave read once.
Already bravaried. So we're going to... Well, actually, wait. He's got 2 actions. So he could use his second action to recover bravery. I will never remember that when we come back here. Although I don't think it costs an action to use it. It says it's a trigger is just when afraid. You can tap it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so let's just do that then. So he's going to refresh his bravery and then tap his from fear. And that's his
Okay.
action. Alrighty then. Okay, so lastly, we're going to end with a bang here. Everyone's favorite.
We got downtown magic.
Downtown magic. Okay. Mass agony. So, oh, but that's one more. Okay, we're gonna use Navin to try to rally Onion Eye to give them focus with true leader. He's a D10, right? Okay, cool. All right, that'll do it. So Onion Eye gets focus, and then she is going to ready her spell, aim her spell,
Into
fire
what?
her spell.
For your
Aim,
spell? Into what?
aiming torment into mass agony,
No,
firing
no.
mass.
I'm saying
Yes.
she's using a wand, a rod, her hands. What?
Oh, she's got her wand.
All right, never mind then.
Yeah. All right. Mass agony is explosion. A near range explosion. All right. Okay. She's also using some other advanced level magics here. I have all of this written down. So she's going to use Dark Bargain on page 315.
The bonus
Dark
66 one?
That's the other one. This one is the one where it doesn't necessarily the gift. Because normally this is I think it's a respite or chapter mass agony. Mass agony
No, mass agony
is a respite.
It's a respite? I thought it was a recharge.
Mass agony is a respite. Torment, I think, is recharge. But with the Dark Bargain, if I roll a success using 66 versus 5, then the gift is not exhausted.
Oh, that's why I said the 66 one.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one also that gives me a bonus 12. I'm going to use that one too, because we're here and we're going to do it. So here's first of all,
why wouldn't you?
5d6. There's some 6s, 2 6s. We're going to keep track of that, because if we get a third 6 in this attack, something bad is going to happen.
Yep.
Okay. So yes. So this does not exhaust her mass torment, so she could cast it again. She's also going to use Unholy Clout. This one is going to be exhausted. But when casting an unholy spell, I can claim a bonus d12 and d6 with my casting dice. So normally I'd be rolling 2d12 and 3d6 versus 3, but I'm going to be rolling 3d12 and 4d6 versus 3.
Whoa.
I know. 4d6. 2. Wow. 3, 4. Okay, still not bad. All right, and still not another 6 yet.
Not yet.
So now, what you guys are rolling? Explosion near. I think I catch everyone in this. Everyone in this group is going to resist with mind and supernatural versus 3 damage +1 critical penetrating weak. Yikes. So
is this a target the lowest roller deal, or
it is not, because it's an explosion. Everyone within the range will make their own individual my 4 successes.
all right? So mind
and
supernatural,
supernatural.
and of course I get my D12. Do I have any other resistances, real quick? I think I'm probably good.
Would you get? It is magic, so if you have your anonymous, I imagine that would count too.
Yeah, I just double quickly checking if there's anything else interesting here. Nope, that's good. All right, my resistance 11.
It's versus 3, so you have 3 successes. Okay, versus my 4 means 1 success. It's damage +1. So you'll be soaking against 2 damage, but no armor. But it's weak, so you roll your soak twice.
Okay.
So you got a pretty good shot at this one.
Yeah, I'll be rolling 6 dice here.
Yeah, you'll be good. Okay.
That is 1, 2, 3. I'm fine. I believe I am reeling because I did get hit.
Okay, and I assume Theta that these are for your characters here.
Yeah, you had what, 4 successes you said?
4 successes.
So I'm looking at 5 on 3 of them and 4 on the other.
Yeah, it's damage +1.
That's
It's also critical, so it could be
6 on most of them, 5 on the other. Penetrating, but weak.
but weak. Yeah.
Alright, hold
Oh,
on.
right, they do get to roll twice, so he might actually not be hurt, and only Puny is only reeling.
Wow. Well done, Puny.
Oh, but wait, you said no armor, right?
No
Penetrating.
armor.
Alright, still 4, though. So they did good.
Alright, this is Karma Leith, who took 6 damage. Dead.
Dead. Oh, Carmelith, you have fought well.
From the beginning, one of the originals.
One of the OG.
Let's see, Dalmarina. Dalmarina took 6 damage. Hold on, I've got to edit the die roll. They've got better body and resolve. Well, it's the same resolve. What else? Anything else? No. And then double it for weak. Dying. Nicholas the Born Again, same die roll. They're the one that took 5.
Mm-hmm.
Dying. And then Taria took 6. And, you have the.
I guess I should mention the tree is also in range.
Okay, yeah. Let's see.
They might kill their own tree, but they don't care. They'll just bring it back.
Right. D10 and 2d10 for supernatural. I'll roll 3d10 for them. 2 successes, so that's 2 damage. Makes it 3
Plus an
damage.
extra
Makes
2.
it 4 damage. Plus 2 is 6 damage. Penetrating. I don't know if they're really wearing armor. I think it's just.
They'd
And-
be rolling the same 10 as versus me,
Well,
right? 'Cause mine was
Yeah.
Taria is overkilled, so it means everybody around here also has the overkill thing to go through.
Yikes.
Well, I think you just get fear, right? Within. Everyone just gets fear. Man, end it with a lot of math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then
I mean, does it target your own people?
this is for the mass agony.
That's what I'm saying.
My
Does it
tree
target
doesn't
your own
range.
people?
It's an explosion effect, so I assume. But I did manage to soak all of it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any instance of Ironclaw magic where it's like only affects allies, not enemy. Only affects enemies, not allies.
I only question it because it's an upgrade from an aim action.
Mm-hmm. I mean, let's look at the text, but I don't.
It's also necromancy and is meant to be evil.
Well, either way.
It's just a weapon. It doesn't say anywhere that it does.
Either
special
way, it
stuff
looks like
that.
everyone's afraid now.
Okay.
Everyone except for our bully over here.
Lily Celeste roll the resist for the explosion spell. It's body, will, and what?
It is mind. Sorry. The explosion is mind and supernatural.
Oh, I've already rolled that. Let me scroll up and look. I got a 3, so yeah, she's been affected.
Yeah. The damage is the attack was 4 successes. The damage is +1. It's critical. So with the 4 successes, that becomes 6 successes, so 7, and it's penetrating and weak. So 7 damage, penetrating, weak.
So 3 for Lily.
That's for But I'll give Lily a combat save since she's being piloted by a player character.
So let's tap that.
So you're still in, but you are hurt, afraid, injured, reeling.
If anything, I think given this circumstance, instead of Rise of Heroes next time, I would honestly say maybe this is just the time where the surviving characters all retreat.
This could be. I mean, if you're going to retreat from anyone, it might as well be the Lady Amelsand herself. But in any case, we've gone over time. Thank you guys for sticking it out. I should have foreseen that this last... I wanted to end with drama, which I think we did. We also ended with a lot of math. So I appreciate you guys for being resilient in the face of lots of number crunching. But okay. Anyway, so go through the debrief quickly. Everyone take a point of XP for showing up and a point for roleplay. So that's 2 XP. We are coming up to the end here. Hopefully next week we'll have Raph with us, and we will also be seeing what Connor is getting up to on the far side of Calabria. Anything that anybody wants to add for the debrief today?
This is fun. We
I'm
got
glad.
our final encounter here, and it's just one main character, and everyone else surrounding.
And everyone else is our and stuff. I thank you for. I realized if I want for the debrief. Originally envisioned is that Twitch was going to be here and was going to be rescuable and sacrifice, maybe a reason to get people into the pit. Obviously, that is not the case, and so things are going differently. But we'll see. I like that how it sort of has evolved in this way.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see what happens. You still have the Necromantic Circle deck, so yeah.
Alrighty then. So I suppose let's go ahead and just wrap up here.
Yeah, thanks for playing, guys. I look forward to next week. And have an easy week in the meantime.
All right. Catch you guys next time.